Hello and welcome to This Week at BC Esports. I am your host, Coach Tristan Supples, and with me is our co-host, Dylan Adams. How you doing today, Dylan?
I'm doing all right.
Fantastic. So we had a busy week last week. I think there's no question about it. Lots of good games, lots of close matches. So let's just jump right into it. What all went on with the AFC last week?
So this past week in the AFC, we had one win by forfeit against Augustana College, and we had a 2-1 loss against Dallas Baptist University.
Yeah, it was very good matches all in all. I mean, of course, we never like to see a forfeit. That's always hard to practice all week long. To get no gameplay in. But looking up into next week, we've actually got some good matches prepped for us, and it was cool to be able to play against both opponents at Dallas Baptist. For Valorant, so Valorant was a very hard-fought match. I know we said last week that we had George Mason playing, and we were not nervous, but we were preparing very hard for it. It went very well. It was a hard-fought match. There was lots of excitement. The broadcast went really well. But rather than us talking about to you today, we actually have a guest. Bryce Klein is on an interview with us, and we will switch over to there so you can hear about the team's perspective from the Valorant match. Thank y'all for coming back. I am Coach Tristan Supples, and today I am here with a special guest, Bryce Klein, a.k.a. BC Empty. How you doing today, Bryce?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Hey, I can't be mad. So we're talking about this George Mason game that we had this week, and it was a very, very exciting match. We had some up and downs going into the match, but we ended up coming back pretty hard. How did you feel about watching the match and kind of seeing your teammates in this new comp and putting up such a good fight against this Mason squad?
Well, for starters, this is a really good team, and I think coming into it, we didn't think we were going to have such a good chance of taking many rounds, or we felt a little bit down on ourselves, and we came in, we took a lot of rounds, and I think it was really beneficial for experience, and we definitely did better. We made them fight for their win.
That is very true. There's no doubt about it. So we did take a loss, the 2-0 loss against them, though we did fight back in that first map, getting us 6 games in a row. With that momentum of success against Mason, honestly, the strongest team in the league, we got Howard next week, and we're feeling good. We're feeling strong. How do you see the team recovering from this loss, putting this forward into the Howard match, and really putting into practice this upcoming week?
So there was a lot of things we worked on recently that I think were going to be really useful. We worked on split, and we worked on some other sites, running different lineups, running plays, running pushes on A and B, and then we've worked on those consecutively over time. And I think those little things, those little details, it goes to any sport, any athletic you've ever looked at. The basics are what matter, and I think we're working on those basics and we're refining them. I think using what we learned from this match, learning how to lock down B site on bind, and being able to do that has given us capabilities to beat better teams. Because no matter what your rank is or how they are, we really are setting ourselves up for success when it comes to beating teams that are out-notching.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Well, we are very excited to get into this match next week. I know we got some hard practice going into this weekend, so I'll let you get back to it, but thank you so much for joining us today, and we're looking forward to seeing that Howard match.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Huge thank you for Bryce coming on, talking to us about that match. We're very excited for next week's matches against Howard, and we'll see how things go in practice to really take a good match there. So, next up is Madden. How'd that go?
So this past week in Madden, we had a 2-0 loss against St. Francis University. It was Eagles versus Eagles for every match. That's fun to see. It was hard fought, but we couldn't take it, sadly.
Ain't that the truth? Noah wasn't really practicing. I know he had the Cowboys first. That was kind of where his bread and butter was. The week prior, we saw that wonderful matches against our previous opponents where he took a 2-0 win, actually, with the Eagles. But that O-line of the Eagles can really make it hard when you're playing on the field and trying to run it.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, well, next week we have a lot of really good games coming up. Monday, we have BC versus Concord University, as well as BC versus Stockton University, and the on-stream will be for Stockton for that one. Thursday, we also have the Bridgewater College Valorant roster. They'll be playing against Howard Community College. We're playing a new roster again that week. We've got another sub out to just try and see how things feel. But that will be fantastic matches, really all across the board.
Hope to see it.
Yeah. and both of those will be streamed at 8 p.m. on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Bridgewater_esports. That should be directly below us in the banner. And we look forward to seeing you there. The Twitch stream has been growing continually, as well as some of this YouTube presence. So come check us out and have a good time with us. Anything else you want to add, Dylan?
Thanks for watching.
Fantastic. I am your host, Coach Tristan Supples, with
Dylan Adams.
and y'all have a good one.